I told my husband I'm leaving him if he does this, and it takes only 3 days for him to break my life. My husband laughed when I told him I'd leave if he lied to me again, his chuckle sharp enough to cut glass. 3 days later, I was staring at a stranger's lipstick on his collar, my heart a punching bag. This wasn't just a lie, it was the detonation of my world. I'm Clara, 32, married to Ethan for 7 years. We built a life in a cozy Seattle suburb, with a garden I tended like a child and a home filled with laughter. Or so I thought. Ethan was my rock, a software engineer with a quick wit and a smile that could melt glaciers. But lately, his late nights at the office stretched longer. His phone buzzed at odd hours, and his excuses felt like scripts from a bad movie. I wasn't naive, but I wanted to believe in us. So, I drew a line in the sand, one more lie, and I'd walk away. Day one started with hope. I woke up to Ethan brewing coffee, his hazel eyes crinkling as he handed me a mug. "I'm all yours today," or he said, kissing my forehead. We spent the morning at Pike Place Market, weaving through crowds, sampling cheeses, and laughing like we were dating again. For a moment, I thought maybe I'd been wrong. Maybe the late nights were just work. But that evening, his phone lit up with a text from Mark Work. He glanced at it, then shoved it in his pocket. I asked who it was. "Just Mark." He said, too quickly. My stomach twisted, but I let it slide. One more chance, I told myself. Day two, the cracks widened. Ethan said he had a late meeting, but I called his office, nobody was there. I waited up, the clock ticking past midnight. When he came home, he smelled of perfume, not his own. "Client dinner," he mumbled, avoiding my eyes. I pressed him, my voice shaking. "Where were you really?" he snapped. "Clara, stop interrogating me." That night, I slept on the couch, clutching a photo of us from our honeymoon, wondering when my Ethan became a ghost. Day three was the breaking point. I followed him. God, I hated myself for it, but I had to know. I trailed his car to a sleek downtown hotel, my hands trembling on the steering wheel. Through the lobby window, I saw him with her, a woman with auburn hair, her hand on his arm, laughing like she owned him. My world tilted. I confronted him in the parking lot, my voice raw. "Who is she?" "Ethan." His face crumpled, then hardened. "You're suffocating me." "Clara," he said, "I need space." Space, 7 years, and he needed space. I went home, packed a bag, and left a note. "You broke us." I drove to my sister's place, tears blurring the road, but Ethan didn't stop there. By the next morning, he'd drained our joint account, $12,000 gone. He texted me, "You wanted to play hardball. Clara, this is on you." I stared at the message, my life unraveling in pixels. The man I loved had not only betrayed me, but obliterated our future. I spent days in a fog, replaying every moment. Had I been too demanding, too blind? My sister, Mia, dragged me out of bed, forcing me to face the wreckage. "You're not the villain here," she said, her voice fierce. She helped me hire a lawyer, freeze what assets remained, and file for divorce. The process was a slow bleed, every document a reminder of his betrayal. But in those moments, I found something I didn't expect: strength. I started therapy, joined a support group, and began rebuilding. I planted a new garden at Mia's, each seed a promise to myself. Months later, I heard Ethan was struggling, his space hadn't worked out, the woman left him, and his job was on the line. Part of me wanted to gloat, but mostly I felt pity. He'd thrown away everything for a fleeting thrill. I, on the other hand, was learning to stand taller. I wasn't just Clara, the betrayed wife. I was Clara, the survivor, the woman who could lose everything and still find a way to bloom. This story isn't just mine. It's a mirror for anyone who's faced betrayal and had to choose between crumbling or fighting. I chose to fight. What would you do? Was I right to draw that line? To walk away, or should I have stayed? Tried harder to save us? Share your thoughts. There's no right answer. only the truth we each carry. End.